My name is Daniel. I am 32 years old. This is my life story. I grew up with my father. My mother left us when I was very young. I was only 3 years old. I do not remember her face. I do not remember her voice. I only know her from old photos. My father never talked bad about her. When I asked where my mother was, he said she had her own struggles. He said she loved me in her own way. I did not fully understand, but I trusted my father. We lived in a small house. It was old but clean. My father worked as a bus driver. He woke up early every day. He came home tired every night. Still, he always smiled when he saw me. He cooked my food. He washed my clothes. He helped me with homework. Sometimes he was strict, but he was always fair. He taught me to respect people. He taught me to stay honest. Money was tight. We did not go on trips. We did not eat in restaurants. My father saved every coin. He said education was my future. I studied hard because I did not want to disappoint him. At school, other kids talked about their mothers. They talked about lunch boxes and hugs. I stayed quiet. Sometimes I felt jealous. Sometimes I felt angry. At night, I cried alone. My father noticed my sadness. One night, he sat beside me and held my hand. He said, "Life is not always fair." He said, "Pain makes you strong if you do not give up." That night, I slept peacefully. Years passed. I grew older. I became more mature. I started helping my father. I worked part-time after school. I wanted to support him the way he supported me. After high school, I got into a local college. It was not easy. I studied during the day and worked at night. My father aged fast. His hair turned white. His back hurt. Still, he never complained. One evening, he fainted at work. I rushed to the hospital. The doctor said stress and long hours caused it. I felt scared. I realized how much I depended on him. I asked him to rest more. He smiled and said he would try. I knew he worked hard because of me. That thought stayed in my heart. After college, I got a job in an office. It was my first stable income. I bought groceries. I paid bills. My father looked proud. That was the happiest moment of my life. One day, while cleaning old boxes, I found a letter. It was from my mother. It was written many years ago. She said she was sorry. She said she was not ready to be a mother. She said leaving was her biggest regret. My hands shook while reading it. I felt anger. I felt sadness. I felt confusion. I showed the letter to my father. He stayed silent for a long time. Then he said, "Forgiveness brings peace." He said, "Holding hate only hurts you." I did not reply. I needed time. Weeks later, I decided to meet her. I found her address from the letter. I went alone. My heart beat fast. She opened the door. She looked old. Her eyes filled with tears when she saw me. She said my name softly. That was the first time I heard her voice. We sat quietly. She told me about her past. She told me about fear and pressure. She said leaving me was the biggest mistake of her life. I listened. I did not shout. I did not cry. I just listened. When I left, I did not forgive her fully, but I felt lighter. I went home and hugged my father. I told him thank you. He smiled and said that was enough. Years later, my father passed away peacefully. I held his hand till the end. I felt broken. I felt lost. But I also felt grateful. Today, I live a simple life. I work hard. I help people when I can. I carry my father's values with me. I grew up without a mother, but I grew up with love. My life was not perfect, but it was real. This is my story.